Ray Wheatley for Fightnews. I'm here with two-time world champion, Lovemore Ndou. And we're going to ask Lovemore about his opinion of Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Mandana. Who wins that fight?
Look, I've said it before. I said when they had the first fight, I think Mayweather had a bad night, and I think it's going to be a different story this time. I think Mayweather beat him easily. I think he's just going to toy with him.
Be one-sided this fight?
I think it's going to be a one-sided. It's going to be one-sided this time. Mayweather wins easily.
Yeah. He's only got 2 more fights after this fight on his contract with Showtime. Do you think Kell Brook would be a good opponent for him? You boxed Kell Brook back in 2010.
Look, we would all like to think that he's only got 2 fights left, but money talks.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll make him a big offer, an offer that he can't refuse. And I think we're gonna see more of Mayweather. Kell Brooks would be a good fight, but I don't think he's at the same level as Mayweather. Mayweather beats him easy.
You know Mayweather very well. You spent 4 months training with Mayweather, sparring many rounds with him back in 2009. Can you just tell me a little bit about the time you spent there, 4 months with Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas?
For me, it was the best training camp I've ever had. It was a pleasure, working with pound for pound the best fighter in the world. He's one of the hardest working fighters out there. He deserves to be pound for pound because I've seen him work. He works really hard. He trains a little bit different to other fighters. He does everything different. He's the kind of guy that would spar 9 rounds straight without taking a break. He's the kind of guy that will hit the back for 45 minutes without taking a break. Not a lot of fighters do that. And he trains also at different hours. While some people are sleeping, he's up and running.
Yeah. Can you tell me some of the times you trained with him, when you sparred with him, late at night?
I remember there was a time where everybody thought Mayweather had hand problems. And he did actually have hand problems, and he didn't want anybody to know about it. He didn't want at the time he was preparing to fight Ricky Hatton. And everybody thought, Mayweather wasn't training. But what people didn't know, Mayweather was training in the middle of the night. So we would have to get up in the middle of the night and have the gym closed and spar.
Yeah. So you just get a phone call and say, get to the gym?
That's it. You get a phone call, you go do the job. That's what you get paid for.
And you were there for 4 months with him?
I was there for almost 4 months,
Yeah, you sparred many rounds?
I enjoyed sparring with him. We did a lot of rounds. Like I said, I know how good the guy is, and that's why. Look, I fought. You asked me a question about Kell Brooks, and I fought Kell Brooks. Having fought Kell Brooks and having sparred Mayweather, I just know they're just not on the same level.
Kell Brook had that very good win over Sean Porter. Now Mayweather's got 2 fights left, as we said. Would Kell Brook be a possible opponent? Do you think that he just...
I've already answered that way. He's a good little fighter, but I don't think he's on the same level as Mayweather.
But no one is, right?
At this stage, I don't think there's a fighter out there who can beat Mayweather. Yeah. It will take a very special fighter to beat Mayweather.
Yeah. Maybe Father Time if he hangs around, eh?
Maybe Father Time will catch up, but there's ways to beat Father Time. Look at Bernard Hopkins, he's still beating up all these young fighters. I guess it all comes down to how you live your life. I think Mayweather lives a good, clean life. He takes good care of himself. And he doesn't take a lot of punishment in his fights. He's got great defensive skills, and that in itself, would help him, stay in the game for as long as he wants.
So it's quite feasible he could be fighting into his 40s and still winning his fights.
If he wants, and I think he can still be beating a lot of good fighters in his 40s.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now also, another one of your former opponents, Saul Alvarez, will be in action against Joshua Clottey. Clottey just came to Australia just recently and beat Anthony Mundine very convincingly. He had him on the floor 5 times.
Look, again, like I said before, Alvarez is a great fighter. His only loss was to Mayweather, so he lost to pound for pound the best fighter in the world. But, he's a great fighter, and I fought him. The kid has got everything. And I'm not saying Clottey is not a great fighter. Clottey has proved himself on many occasions. But, at times, Clotaire can be just, it's one of those fighters you could say is one-dimensional.
Yep.
And I just think, he doesn't have the style to beat Alvarez. And having said that, I'm not saying Clotaire is not a great fighter. He's a good fighter.
Yeah. Lovemore, you work as a lawyer in the Sydney criminal courts. You've been keeping busy?
Very busy. I really enjoy what I'm doing. I'm not just a criminal lawyer. I also do a lot of family law matters and child protection matters. I do a lot of matters involving children. It's always been my thing that every child deserves a better start in life, and I'm always there to defend the children and make sure the children are being taken care of, or children are under the care of the right people.
Yeah. Now, you studied to be a lawyer while you were boxing.
I did.
Was that a 5-year course?
Well, I did a double degree, which was a 5-year course. But apart from that, I've continued to study after,
Still studying now?
I'm still studying at the moment. So far I hold about five degrees, and 3 of those are postgraduate degrees.
So you got a message for young boxers?
All I can say to young fighters, prepare for your future, because boxing is a very short-time career. When your boxing career ends, you gotta have something to fall back on. So my advice is keep studying. Study hard, prepare for life after boxing.
Got anything to say for your fans on Fightnews, Lovemore? You've had a long career, mate. You fought all the greats of boxing.
All I can say is to everybody that continue to support me, thanks for your support. It can't be done without the boxing fans out there, and they're the ones who pay us to fight. Without the boxing fans, there's no boxing. So I want to thank everybody that supported me so far, and I wish you all well.
You're a great advertisement and a great ambassador for boxing, Lovemore. Best of luck, mate.
Thank you.